Hello everybody and welcome to this space. Many of you may be joining this as the first week of a 7-month program that I've put together called the Rainbow Serpent. And essentially that is working with the crystalline frequencies that are held within the 7 color rays and all the geometric frequencies of the crystals and the crystalline structure that support us to really access, open, initiate and really feel into the energies that are in these energy points, as we call the chakras. In many different ancient traditions, they use the chakra systems, maybe under different names. And traditionally, they have been associated with colors and sounds and frequencies and mantras and lots of different insights that we can go really deep into each of these spaces. But I like to really acknowledge with the pathways that we'll be working with in the crystals is to acknowledge that we're actually in each center of the body. We're really going to be working with the whole rainbow spectrum that is in each of these centers. So even though I have worked with the crystalline frequencies of each of these points at different times in different places, I have been wanting to, for a long time, be on the journey of really month by month moving through the frequencies. So there's something really beautiful unfolding here, and it just felt really special to do this in the year of the snake. So the rainbow serpent energy obviously is something that is dear to our hearts here in Australia, connected in with the land, but also, all the mythos of the snake, the dragon frequencies, the beings that are very close with the earth is rich in many cultures all around the world. And that's been a big part of my path, is journeying through these sacred places on the earth and these dragon lines or serpentine lines within the earth that are really just the energy flows. So when we look at what's going on in our own bodies, it actually informs a lot about what's happening in the collective body of the earth and vice versa. So, there's no separation actually, even though we do have our own stories going on, our lives play out in different ways at different times. Because we're all, unique and have our own things going on in different times and spaces. But ultimately, the frequencies and the energies we move through are all very interconnected and very similar. So I'm trusting that you're going to know exactly what you need to do for you. But if you've come on this whole journey together, I am very excited for this way to open up, because I feel that with each of these spaces that we're going to deepen into together, there is just such a deep dive into so many ways we can work with these energies. So as a crystal practitioner, that's going to be the framework that I'm offering this information to you. But of course, every energy point in our body also has so much in it, including different teachings within the yogic practices, within breath work, within mantra, within working with color frequencies, geometries. It's all so interwoven and interrelated. And I also, want to speak a lot to the colors, because the colors that we work with, on the spectrum, even though traditionally we see the chakra system as being red at the base, up to orange, up to yellow, up to green, up to blue, indigo and violet, which is in the color spectrum of the rainbow, I would like to invite us to actually just see all of it as light. When we think about a crystal, especially the clear quartz crystal varieties, they hold the whole rainbow frequency. And essentially, our bodies are a liquid crystal. Our bodies are light vibrations that are just manifested into form. So each of our chakra points, each of our energy points, and of course, for those of you who study or are interested in different like acupuncture or Chinese medicine or the meridian systems will know that there are many energy points on the body, just as there are many energy points on the earth. So we're going to be looking at the main 7 for this particular program, but just knowing that each of those points is an interconnected lattice with every other point throughout the grid. So we're working with the whole field. So just by working in one specific area, yes, there's going to be a frequency of color, of sound, of geometry, of crystalline formation, and also all of the gifts and insights that holds. But just by working in one area, we are rippling through the whole field, because each of these centers are a rainbow unto themselves. And to get all of these centers humming along together, I mean, I'm really excited to see how I feel in my body after that, the impact that has through my networks, the impact that has within the earth that I walk. You know, it really is a journey, so within, so without, as above, so below. And the more I share stories around these places, these sacred places on the earth, the more I realize the story is synonymous with what's actually going on in my life, in my emotional body, in my mental body, in my, like, it's so interwoven. And that's what makes stories so juicy. But when you hear many different stories from many different places that connect with the same earth centers, you realize that there is a common thread there. We all experience it slightly differently, but there is a common thread. So I'm just really, looking forward to holding this space for you all, giving you the crystalline information and insights that you need to take you on this journey, but also just wanting to invite an aspect or a disposition of curiosity when you're entering this space, because it really is like working with any medicine pathway. It's what you put into it is what you get out. It's about meeting this process halfway. So all the suggestions, all the activities, all the rituals, all the meditations, insights that I'll be sharing with you along the way, it's up to you how much you delve into it, and perhaps you have other practices you want to bring in. So welcome to this space. I'm excited to see how that flows for you. Please reach out with your stories and comments. I'd love to know how this journey goes for you, and wishing you all lots of love and heaps of curiosity and fun on the journey ahead. Much love.